Well, as high school students get ready to go to class this morning, they are also getting ready to walk out of class. This afternoon, some 100,000 students planning to take part in the Students Say No movement against the Ford government's education changes, and there are many. Let's get live to our Tammie Sutherland standing outside of a Mississauga school following this story today. Good morning, Tammie.
Good morning, Melanie, and you can attest to this as well. All week long, our inboxes at City News have been just filled with emails from student organizers telling us that their school will be taking part in the walkouts later this afternoon. That includes right here at Applewood Heights Secondary School in Mississauga, just one of about 700 schools that have registered with organizers saying that they will be walking out at 1:15 this afternoon. And some of the changes that they will be protesting that the Ford government has proposed includes a cell phone ban in the classroom, mandatory e-learning, as well as increased class sizes. In high school, class sizes will be going up to 28 students per class instead of the what was before 24 students. And so now students will be walking out, but Education Minister Lisa Thompson yesterday suggested at Queen's Park that a walkout is not the best way to get change, saying that it's better that students and parents and others, members of the public, actually participate in online consultations to help the government with any changes that will be made. But students will be walking out en masse later on this afternoon. We'll be speaking with one of them. The organizer of the walkout here at Applewood Heights Secondary School will be joining us in about half an hour's time to talk about what students can expect here once they walk out at 1:15 this afternoon. Mel, I'll send it back to you for now.
All right, Tammie, thank you so much for that, and we'll check in with you shortly and through the morning. Former Ontario Liberal Cabinet Minister Stephen Del Duca is first out of the gate in a bid to become party leader.
I think the most important thing for us to do, in particular in this phase of our rebuild and modernization as a party, is to listen. People are supportive of a lot of the stuff that we brought forward and delivered on, but they also have said to me that they felt in some areas, particularly around their pocketbook anxieties and concerns, that we had fallen out of touch, or gave them the impression that we had fallen out of touch. So we need to do better.
Del Duca was one of the dozens of Liberals who lost their seats when the party was crushed in the last election. The loss was so bad they even lost their party status. Del Duca, a one-time transportation and economic development minister, feels that he can get the Liberals back on track by listening to voters. The leadership race has yet to be announced. An update now, an Ethiopian government report finding that the pilots at the controls of that jet crash last month did nothing wrong. And now it's up to Boeing to look at what went wrong. The data from the black box aboard the Boeing 737 MAX 8 shows the pilots were not to blame. The Ethiopian airliner crashed shortly after takeoff, killing all 157 people on board. The report says there were several attempts to stop the nosedive, but the plane was out of control. Boeing has yet to comment.